Hello, MavMind Collective, and welcome to another episode of the HypnoSellers Show. Today we're going to be talking about the 4 P's of political success. If you subscribe to my channel now, you know that I've been recently posting some videos about office politics and the fact that where you work and where I work, there's always office politics. And if you're denying it, you're just making it worse for yourself. You need to learn to understand office politics and realize and accept the fact that they're there and that you can become good at it and you can create win-win scenarios politically within your company and actually help your company to become more democratic by playing office politics and being open and transparent with your agendas, your agenda and everyone else's agenda, and figuring it out. So watch those other videos for more details. Just like those videos, this video today is about the 4 P's of political success, and this comes from a book, The Secrets to Winning at Office Politics by Maria G. McIntyre, PhD. So you can pick that book up if you want to get more details. But today I'm going to summarize the 4 P's because this is what I use to continue to work on my political skills and to get better at winning at office politics. So the first P on the list of 4 here is power assessment. Power assessment is the act of evaluating how much political power you have at any time. How much political capital have you collected at any time? So you want to really look at where can you leverage the power you already have to gain more political power? And what is preventing you from leveraging other aspects of the political landscape in order to create more political power, gain more political power and political capital through the investment of time and energy into other people and helping others achieve their agendas, just like you want them to help you achieve your agenda. So remember, you always want to help the company first achieve their goals. You help your team achieve their goals individually and collectively, and then you ask for help with your own personal and professional goals. Politically within your company. So Marie talks about in her book the idea of this leverage and what she calls leverage boosters or leverage busters. And leverage boosters obviously are things that will help you boost your leverage and boost your political power more quickly. So it's kind of like finding out what's working politically for you, like what's working right now really well, and how can you boost that to get more. Because usually if you can find something that works and improve and optimize it, you can get more out of it in a shorter period of time. You can get 20-30% more increase of X by putting more time into that particular aspect of it that will boost your leverage. So you leverage it just like a fulcrum, so you don't have to put as much work or time and effort into it to get more out of it. And then the busters are what are things that are just getting in your way that prevent you from gaining political power. They're constantly coming at you. And how can you either ignore that or change your plans to move away from that? Or how can you mitigate that risk to your political power or the gaining of political capital? And you want to ask those questions, figure it out, and then develop an action plan to boost more of your existing political power to gain more, and then prevent any activity that's busting your leverage when it comes to political power and political capital. So that's what the first P is. You always want to be assessing that and figuring that out and putting an action plan for those 2 aspects. The second one is performance. The second P of political success is performance. This is what is your performance and how are you evaluating your performance? Now, I've talked about this in previous videos, this idea of investment or return on investment that typically we do with our customers. Typically, we're helping our customers with an ROI, or return on investment. We help our customers see the value in our product or service by providing them some KPIs and some metrics that show, by using our product, you get 10% increase in these types of use cases or these types of scenarios that help you generate more revenue or create more customer success, or whatever the outcome is that your customer wants. You show them with respect to that use case and what they want, and you show them with a metric. And the more you can be like, show a number, like a KPI, what they call a key performance indicator, the easier it is for them to understand and realize, wow, I should probably invest more because I'm getting more out of it because of this number keeps going up and up. I keep increasing my conversions, or I keep increasing my sales or my transactions. some aspect that they're looking at that you want to help them get more of, or reduce more of, like reducing churn. Like I have less customers leaving, so I have churn, my churn is reduced. So that metric is about reducing a number, and it's showing, again, a key performance indicator that means something to them and it's valuable to them. So you want to do the same thing with yourself to your company. What kind of ROI are you providing to your company? What type of return are you able to give back to your company for the investment they're making in you, in both your salary, bonuses they're giving you, in any other aspect, training, paying for you to have training, expensing, some different things for you to be successful within your role or your job at your company. What are they getting back in return? And can you frame it in such a way to show a KPI that you're providing to them? Some key performance indicator that they can easily see that you're providing value, and your values are very, very, they're increased in the areas that they need to be increased, or you're able to decrease things that are not valuable. You're able to prevent things from happening in your performance that are taking away from the contributions, the valued contributions that you're providing the company. Because as I've talked about in previous videos, the valued contributions that you provide is how you gain political power. You get political capital, you build political capital by contributing in a very valuable way to the company. And they have to see that, and which leads to the third one, is the perception. They have to perceive that these contributions are valued, and they have to be able to have visibility to it. You have to make them sparkle. So you got to figure out, how can I make this known? How can I showcase what I do for the company more openly? How can I make it more transparent where people can easily see? How can I set up some calls to just, invite people and show them what I'm doing? Like, I think a lot of people end up hurting themselves because they contribute in a very valuable way, but they never showcase it to anyone. They don't feel like they have to, or maybe they're embarrassed, or they don't, like, why should I tell people that? They don't care about what, I'm just a technical writer. I just provide technical documentation for the company. That's kind of boring. Why would I want to showcase? Well, guess what? A lot of times your customers are successful because of the technical writer and what the technical writer produces. So if you were to look at that and kind of say, how can I showcase this to say, if the customer wasn't using and assessing, getting access to my technical writings that I have and learning about the product, they wouldn't be as successful as they would be. They wouldn't renew. They wouldn't come and buy more. They wouldn't upgrade. You could tie it to a lot of things just because of the fact that you're providing excellent, top-notch technical documentation, for example. So if you focus on that, instead of focusing on other things maybe internally within the company that have nothing to do with the valued contributions that you have, and especially hiding it. You don't want to hide any activities or valued contributions you have, because as we've learned in the past videos, anything that's hidden or anything that nobody sees has no political power at all. Even if it's good, even if it has value, if nobody sees it, it has no political power. So you want to make it visible. You want to make sure that perception is there. You're showcasing, you're making it sparkle, you're putting some pizzazz, and you're making a big deal that people can see. And who cares what they think about it? Subconsciously, they will see it as something very valued to the company, and they will subconsciously start to attribute more political power to you, and you'll gain more political capital because you're making your valued contributions known to as many people as you can. And speaking of as many people as you can, the fourth one is partnerships. Who are you partnering with to help you gain more political power? And who are you helping to gain political capital as well? Okay, you want to help other people gain political capital. You want them to help you gain political capital. You want to partner with them, and you want to find out, what are you already doing, and when's the right time to bring certain people in to an activity or a project you're working on, so they can start to help you, and then you can start to help them. Is something you're working on going to benefit someone else specifically? Could you introduce yourself to them and show how it can help them with their agenda? And when is that the right time to do that? Figure that out. And also, when there's people at your company that are difficult to work with, if you can find a way to work with them anyway, if you can figure out how to, what Marie talks about is broaden your tolerance of people that are difficult to work with, broaden your tolerance and figure out a way to productively work with that person that typically is very difficult to work with, people will see that as a valued contribution, whether you know it or not. Wow, Maverick knows how to work with that person. Nobody else does, but Maverick does. So now they're going to give you more projects to work with that person, and you're going to help them. They're going to help you. And now you're going to be seen as more politically, more of a political player, you're more valuable, and they're going to give you more collateral, and you're going to gain it over time because you've learned to work with that difficult person. So partnerships are very important. The perception, how everyone perceives your contributions, if they're valued or not, you need to make sure you showcase those, make them sparkle so everybody can see whether you feel embarrassed or not. Just do it anyway so you can gain more political power. You want to make sure you're figuring out how do you relay your performance indicators to the company, make it easy for them to see that what you're doing is increasing some metrics and decreasing other metrics that they care about. Not what you care about, but what the company cares about, so they can, again, start to attribute more political power to you. And then finally, always be assessing where you are, what political power you have, and the capital you have, and how are you leveraging it and boosting it as much as you can, and how are you preventing the busters from trying to stop you and preventing you from becoming a political winner. So that's how you gain political power. That's how you become more politically successful. And I know you're going to like and subscribe, and you're going to follow me if you're not already, so you can learn more about this type of content and all of the subconscious and hypnotic content that I have on this channel. Thank you for watching. I know you find value in these videos, didn't you? Now, if you, like me, are in a customer-facing role, you want to get better every day at what you do, but you don't have to watch another video if you don't want to.